And Bonds hits one high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining.
And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up.
It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks Lads, joined with my man, Mr. Big Ballin' Ben Larson.
Sir.
What's up, Benjamin? How we doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. Trying to get over this cold or flu or COVID. Who knows what it was, but it's been sitting there for it's almost been a week and a half now, and I'm so done with it.
Damn.
But living the life, man. Getting ready to move.
There we
Getting
go.
an office soon. How you doing?
Back to LG.
Yep. Back to the stomping ground.
Nice, man.
I
Love
just
it.
can't wait. Can't wait for the office.
Love it,
Got
man.
grand plans.
Yes. Love it. Can't wait. Can't wait to see it. I am not doing well, Ben. It's been a very rough couple of weeks for me betting baseball. I was joking with Aaron last night, actually. You know, I was like, man, if I was a new bettor and these things have happened to me over the course of these 2 weeks. I mean, we're talking some of the worst beats ever, dude. Like, I lose on walk-offs. I lose on teams coming back down 6 runs. I don't win those games, ever. Yeah. They don't go my way. They just go against me. Perfect example, last Monday, not this Monday, previous Monday, this is when it all started. I have the Brewers money line, Corbin Burns on the mound against the Twins.
Yep.
Brewers up 5-2 all game. Gets into the 9th inning. Devin Williams gives up 4 runs. Devin Williams, who hadn't given up a run all year, gives up 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th to the Twins, who can't hit. Okay, the Twins haven't scored that many runs since that game. That's how dog shit my luck is. I lose that one. Cool. This Monday, I give out Twins minus 125 on Taproom Sports. Next day, it closes minus 145. We got a great number.
Great value there, yeah.
We're on the good side. What happens? Red Sox score 8 2-out RBIs, dude. 8 2-out RBIs. What are the odds of that happening? 2 outs, dude. 8
Gotta
runs.
Close the door. Yeah, and then you go to the opposite way, and then you have, teams with, runners in scoring position and go 0 for 15.
Oh, dude, that's been my luck, dude.
Yep.
On Sunday, me and Aaron Kidd both on the Blue Jays, up 6-0.
Yeah.
They lose the game 11-6 or 11-7. I think the final score was. I mean, it's betting baseball, and like it's a grind. That's what we joke about all the time. It really is.
Yep.
You have to forget about things and just move on to the next day because crazy shit happens, man. Like,
yeah.
Today I have Padres. I got them plus 108 last night. They closed minus 120. 22-cent difference, dude, or 32-cent difference. And they're up all game, controlling the game, and Nick Martinez and Josh Hader blow the game. Josh Hader gives up a walk-off walk.
Yep. Yeah, running the 7th, running the 8th, running the 9th. Yep.
It's been incredible, man. I'm
just
so
like
glad.
This Giants run, it's been incredible.
Well, we were talking before we came on. I mean, this Giants team definitely is giving me the 2021 vibes where like they just find ways to win, and like they win in the most impractical ways late in the game. And their bullpen is starting to pitch really well, which is what basically kept them together in 2021.
Yep.
And they got timely hits, and it's basically the same thing reoccurring. Like their bullpen has been the best not the best, but top 5 in baseball since May. They're top 7 in offense, WRC plus, throughout the course of the season. Hitting has never been their issue. Like they rake.
Yep.
You can get them at plus 550 at FanDuel right now to win the division. I don't think that's a terrible bet. I think it's tough getting in front of the Diamondbacks right now because the Diamondbacks probably have the 2 best starters in baseball, and Merrill Kelly and Zach Gallen.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're probably going to add some depth as well with their pitching. And then, Corbin Carroll second in the MVP odds right now. I know the odds don't really dictate who's actually going to win, but
yeah,
Corbin Carroll's raking. That team just rakes. But man, I mean, I think playing the Giants at plus 550 at this point is a very good bet. Padres plus 1,200. I don't think there's any chance that team makes the playoffs. I don't know what the odds are for them not to make the playoffs, but I would take it because that team outside of the top 4, in Tatis, Soto, Bogarts, and did I say Bogarts? You said Bogarts. Those 4 and Machado,
yeah,
they can't hit, dude. Like they're trotting fucking Rougned Odor out there every day and fucking. I like Hassan Kim, but he should be like your 9th hitter, and he's batting 5th for this team, dude.
He is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's batting 7th, but at least he was today.
Today he was.
Yeah, but no, you're absolutely right, and Kim is definitely one of those guys that can come in clutch, which is something that I would be very happy with if I was the Padres team. But you've got so many, the difference between your top 4 and your bottom 5 is just night and day. And that's having Kim play well. Like, yeah, he's hitting 250, but he's not hitting the ball hard. He's not going to be the one who hits the ball out of the park. He can come in clutch, but that's pretty much it. Jake Cronenworth, Odor, Grisham, Nola. You're not Carpenter, fucking old man Gary Sanchez.
I mean, Sanchez looked good for a week. Now he's kind of
exactly
been falling back down to earth.
Now he's gone back to, the 6 teams that waived him because
couldn't hit.
Couldn't hit, and he's
not a good defensive catcher.
Yeah.
He's not that old, bro. He's only like 30. He's probably not even 30 yet.
He's old.
Nah, no way.
He's 30. Almost 31 in December, so 30 and a half.
That ain't old, Ben.
For a catcher, that's pretty old.
That ain't, dude, Yadi Molina played till he was 41.
I know, but he's a unicorn.
Gary Sanchez's problem is that he's not a good enough defensive catcher to make up for him being on the field if he's not swinging the bat well. So if he's not swinging the bat well, he's basically unplayable.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where he's always kind of fallen into. I mean, the Padres, they got issues. That's the problem when you trade a lot of depth, dude. You know what I mean? To get stars, you fall into this problem. Like, you can't have 5 guys in your lineup that just can't hit, dude. Like, it just doesn't work.
I'm trying to see how many runners were left on base today.
Oh, I mean, they left a ton, dude. They had 11 hits and only scored fucking 3 runs.
Yeah.
And one of their runs was a solo home run.
10 hits, 2 walks, yeah.
They're just an incredibly bad team. Look at this stat right here, Ben.
2 for 10 runners in scoring position today.
Ben, what do you think the Padres are hitting with runners in scoring position for the entire season? What do you think they're hitting? What do you think their average is?
177.
Close, 199.
Okay, well, they were 2 for 10 today, and I figured it was worse than that. So
no team has ever hit below 200 with runners in scoring position.
0 for 3 today.
And he had bases loaded in the top of the 9th.
Yeah.
And that's an issue, dude. If you're paying a guy like that and he can't come up big for you, dude.
Yep.
Like, what are you paying him for? Paying him for nothing. This team fucking sucks, dude. Like, They're dog shit. 75 WRC plus with runners in scoring position, which is second worst behind only the Kansas City Royals. Just an abysmal fucking team. And the reason for that is because, like, they don't mind walking the Manny Machados and the Juan Sotos because they know no one behind them is going to hit, dude.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. And with 177 average, you have numbers to show that. Or sorry, 197 average. You have numbers to prove that.
They lead the league or they're second in the league in strikeout percentage with runners in scoring position, only behind the Minnesota Twins.
What's GIDP?
Grounded into double play.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Left on base 10. Giants left on base 7.
Just a bit. You can't win games like that, dude.
No, and it's been a hell of a run for the Giants, and this was definitely a series that I thought we're gonna have some issues going into San Diego. I mean, granted, I know San Diego is struggling, but they're still a good team. They still put up runs, and that's where the Giants are. What they're known for is letting other teams put up runs against them, and somehow they're hitting the ball right now, and that's been beautiful. But I'm not seeing this problem like I thought we were going to have. I mean, these have been close games, but I mean, going into tomorrow, I'm not that worried.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants got out of there. Like, their bullpen has been absolutely fucking taxed the last week, dude. Like, I showed you the chart.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally only had, like, 3 guys available today. And even then, like, they threw Beck, who, he threw 50 pitches a day. He thrown, like, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting because tomorrow they're scheduled right now to have a bullpen game. I don't know how they're going to get through a game with a bullpen game, but
yeah. And then you've got against you, Darvish.
But I mean, they might put up 8 runs against you, Darvish, like the way the Giants are hitting. Like, I don't know. Padres to me are just impossible to back after the last 2 games. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to get 1 out of these 4 though.
Maybe, but I mean, like, today was the perfect spot, Ben. Like, their Giants bullpen was taxed. They were throwing a starter who I don't even think had pitched all year.
Yeah.
And then...
No, Descalf.
Oh, yeah, they threw Descalfini. He sucks. He stinks. They threw Descalfini. It's like, they get 3 runs on him, and then this Beck guy comes in, and they can't even score.
Yeah, which is also astonishing because Beck last year was...
trash.
Rough. Yeah, very rough.
Padres suck, man. This team fucking sucks, dude. If you're a Padres fan, my apologies. Your team fucking sucks, and you spend a lot of money on that team to suck.
A lot of money. Yep.
I'd rather be an A's fan, which I am.
And there's a lot of question marks with that team moving forward. Like, you have to re-sign Soto.
Bro, that team has no heart, dude. They have no fucking heart.
Yeah.
They play like fucking spoiled bitches. They're not good at all. And the funny thing is like, you bring in a guy like Rougned Odor, who's like a great leader, right? Like, we saw what he did with Baltimore last year. Like, he wasn't good necessarily on the field, but he was like a great locker room leader, right? And the Orioles have talked about it, how he really helped mentor a lot of those young guys in that dugout. They bring him into San Diego, but you got fucking Moneybags, Machado, fucking Soto, Bogarts, Tatis. Like, these guys don't care, dude. They fucking go home to their mansions and fuck their badass bitches and live in their yachts and whatever. Like, they don't give a fuck at the end of the day. And that's a problem with that's been my issue with baseball forever, dude. Is like, we saw the Yankees, Ben, for so long. They would just like try to pile on money and just buy a team, and it never worked, dude. It never fucking worked. They would always lose to like the fucking Diamondbacks or the Marlins, these teams with up and coming players that were built from the ground up with hungry dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we see this over and over again, dude. You can't just buy a team.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. And like, Juan Soto is probably one of the hardest working dudes in that locker room, right? Tatis, he plays with like an edge and he plays like swaggerish and stuff, but like, I also don't think Tatis really gives a fuck about anything other than himself and his numbers. Like, he don't give a fuck if they win or lose.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that for sure. Don't take this as that, but I'm just saying this is the perception I get from this team. Like, who's the leader in that clubhouse?
Yeah.
Who's the guy
Yeah.
that's sitting there saying, yo, this team is too talented to be this bad? Who is that guy that's stepping up and saying that? They don't have him. They might in Rougned Odor or Nelson Cruz, but they're not listening.
They're not doing it. Yeah. Well, and it's crazy to think too, because I just pulled up their future payrolls, and you've got so let's see, and I'm just going to go through these, not in any order or anything, but you've got Pomeranz, you've got Blake Snell, so Pomeranz free agent, Blake Snell free agent, you've got Soto in arbitration, you've got
Blake Snell's their best pitcher too. You can't.
Yep, Nick Martinez arbitration, Waka free agent, Lugo free agent, Garcia free agent, Carpenter free agent, Grisham arbitration, Nola arbitration, Tim Hill arbitration, Morjan arbitration.
Well, Arb's normal, and a lot of these guys are only going to get like 700,000 to $1 million.
Yeah, you've got Ryan Weathers, who's
Trash.
free arbitration, Nelson Cruz free agent.
He's going to retire.
Gary Sanchez free agent, Cole Hamels free agent.
Cole Hamels.
Oh yeah, he's still getting
paid.
Yeah, 100K this year.
How long are they paying that motherfucker? Is this his last year they're paying him?
This is last year he's getting paid. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, well, and this is also saying 1 year 100K.
So he might be getting 100K for like the next 10 years or something. I don't know what his deal was, but
that's a lot. That's a lot of people that they have to, make decisions on.
Well, arbitration, you're not losing those guys because you're giving them a number. They give you a number. If you don't agree, you go to arbitration court. The arbitration judge settles.
I mean, somebody can still pick them off.
You can't. No one can sign you in arbitration. You're you are an unrestricted free. You're a restricted free agent. Only the Padres can negotiate with them. Nobody else can.
Yeah, but isn't it that somebody can come in and give them a higher number, and that the Padres have that option to?
Nope, that's after arbitration. You have to be out of arbitration. So the way your MLB contract works, you have 6 years of team control. Once your MLB clock starts, you have 6 full years. So you have pre-arb, pre-arb, pre-arb. Your pre-arb is a 20% increase every single year on your salary. So if let's say you're a top draft pick, right? You're
looking at Trent Grisham at $3 million this year.
He's pre-arb.
He's arbitration.
So he's arbitration. So his salary is based on basically his credentials. So if you're an all-star center fielder hitting this much, that's what you're compared to. So the Padres will say, okay, this is what we think you're worth, right? Then his agent will say, well, this is what we think he's worth. And if they can't meet on an arbitration number, then they go to an arbitration judge, and the arbitration judge decides who wins.
Yeah. Okay. And then if San Diego doesn't want to pay that, they can let him go to free agency.
They can waive him at that point, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's usually very unlikely.
Yeah.
Especially with a guy like Trent Grisham, like if he goes to arbitration this year, he's only batting like 177. I mean, he might even get waived regardless because the Padres are gonna be like, we don't even want to pay you $3 million, dude. Like you ain't even worth $3 million. Yeah. Because you have to increase their salary. You can't pay them less than their arbitration number the previous year.
So like Juan Soto going to arbitration.
So Juan Soto, he's getting what right now, 26 million 23. This year? 23. So he'll probably get around 28-ish because he'll be an all-star. He'll get around 28, 30.
And then he goes into free agency next year if they only sign him to a 1-year deal.
I was going to say, it's probably in the Padres' best interest to negotiate a long-term deal at this point.
Yeah.
Because if you pay him like 28 in arbitration this year, he goes into a contract year and balls out next year, then you're looking at a really, really big contract. So you're seeing a lot of teams like the Braves kind of like became the forefront on it, is like before guys even when they're in pre-arb, they're like, yo, we're gonna lock you up for like 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that way it's beneficial to the player in case they get hurt. It's beneficial to the team in case the player balls out. Like Michael Harris, for example, wins Rookie of the Year. They lock him up for 7 years. You know?
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah.
And he was with the Giants, if you don't remember. Which I honestly hurt Madison Bumgarner in the long run because he could have made a lot more money. But it is what it is. He liked what he was doing, you know? Yeah, the Padres situation is going to be very interesting going forward, Ben. Like, I mean, if you're the owner of that team, like, you're paying all this money and you're in 4th place in your own division, or it's like, I mean, what would your thoughts be? What would your opinion be? Like, what would you want to do?
What did I see? 200 and Cosmo released 249 million in guaranteed contracts.
Yeah, like AJ Preller is definitely losing his job this year. I can guarantee you that. He's the general manager, who I've always said is not a good general manager. People have given me pushback on it. He was the assistant GM for the Texas Rangers when they were really good, when they had like Michael Young and Elvis Andrus and Hamilton and stuff. And I'm against this style of building a baseball team, and I've always said, like I've been saying for the last couple of years, dude, AJ Preller, he's absolutely gutted this farm system. They have no depth in their farm.
Yep.
And you know, if this doesn't work out, like he's gonna be the one on the hook, dude, and he's definitely gonna lose his job this year. So AJ Preller,
this team is gonna suck for a long time.
Yeah, likely. Yeah. I mean,
back to the old San Diego days.
I think, but this is the thing, Ben. Like, if they were to get a Freddie Freeman type player in that locker room, I think it would change things. And I know that's like crazy to say because Freddie Freeman is obviously not. He's locked up. You know, is there another guy like Freddie Freeman that maybe they can pull into the locker room? Like, you know who would be ideal for that locker room? Joey Votto. Would the Reds be willing? No, they wouldn't be willing because the Reds are good.
Yep.
You know, but
I was thinking Brendan Belt. Same type deal there.
No, because he had this player that they signed has to be better than these guys were or at their same level. And Joey Votto at one point was like, he was an MVP candidate. Like, he was one of the best players in the league.
I mean, you've got Belt coming in with 3 rings. That doesn't hurt.
Yeah, but he was never like the reason why they won those 3 rings.
That's true. Okay, I can see Votto being there. Yeah.
So I'm thinking of these players, like, who can they bring in that could like hold this locker room accountable? Like, I think Joey Votto definitely could, but obviously I don't think the Reds would be willing to trade him.
No.
Maybe, like, this might sound crazy, but maybe they should have signed Carlos Correa over Xander Bogaerts. Because Correa has won a World Series. He's been an All-Star. He's been in top 5 MVP. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's the kind of player.
Yeah, there's such a question mark with him. With his injuries. I still think...
Well, injuries, yeah, but I mean, like, locker room leadership, though.
Yeah, but I still think Bogart has more upside than Correa. So I think that was a good decision there. I think they could pull in... I don't know. Who's a good enough catcher? Who's a good enough... I mean, you can't pull in a third baseman because you've got Machado there. You've got to find like
someone, dude.
You have to find that catcher. That Molina.
Or an outfielder. They need a leader, dude. Be a
center fielder, yeah.
They need a leader, dude. They don't have that right now.
Yep.
I think that's their issue.
So you had mentioned Corbin Carroll earlier in the episode, and wanted to talk about his Rookie of the Year race.
It's over, dude. Unless he gets hurt,
though?
dude. Yes.
Do you think? Because
Bro, he's putting up Trout like numbers in Trout's rookie year.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can definitely see the numbers wise that he is top notch. He's the one that's going to be there.
Who would you bet over Corbin Carroll?
I mean, if things stay, that's the thing, and the insertion of Ellie in the Cincinnati lineup.
Ben, I have a ticket on Ellie De La Cruz, 46-1 to win the NL Rookie of the Year, and I'm telling you right now, that shit might be fucking donation, dude. Corbin Carroll, he's second leading in NL MVP odds right now, dude. Not just Rookie of the Year, MVP.
But I don't think he's gonna keep up these numbers.
I don't know, dude. He's really good.
He absolutely is.
And you know what they always they always say keeps you out of a slump?
Being really good,
being
your
fast,
team winning,
speed.
Well, yeah,
because you can beat out infield singles and shit. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like, if Corbin Carroll and Ellie continue how the season's going, Corbin Carroll is gonna win. Like, it's gonna take Corbin making a big slump, and Ellie keeping up his pace. Plus, the Reds have 4 other rookies on that team that could also McLean could definitely be in the conversation. I mean, there's a lot of guys that could be in there, and then you also got to think, Yuri Perez is over here in Miami. Dude, look at he might finish top 5 in the Cy Young.
Yeah, they're not going to give it to a pitcher though.
I know. I said that we talked about it with Strider. I don't think they would give it to a pitcher, but the crazy thing about Yuri, Ben, is he gets better and better every single start, which is wild to even think about, considering how good he's been.
I'm looking at these numbers, and I can see Ellie catching Corbin Carroll.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, Ellie's got more power, so he could definitely hit more home runs. But man, Corbin Carroll, that's a special player, Ben.
I don't disagree with you at all there. I don't disagree with you at all. But looking at these numbers, I mean, you're comparing, 13 games to 71 games.
So read off their stats real quick, man. Average, OPS.
Hold on, I need to split my screen here so I can get both of these up on the same level.
Give me stolen bases too. And I want their WAR and WRC plus as well.
Okay.
What's Carroll's WAR, like 3.1? 4?
Hold on. Trying to get these pages lined up so we can make this easier. Okay. Games played. Corbin Carroll 71, Ellie 13. Okay. So you're looking at 52 at bats compared to 254. So 5 times as many at bats. And you've got 55 runs to 13. 13
Scored?
times 5, you're going to be looking at 65 to 55 right now, numbers wise.
Okay.
Hit 16 to 77. So
Ellie only got 16 hits?
Ellie's got 16 hits right now.
That's it?
50 at bats. He's got a better average than Corbin right now.
Yeah, but I mean, he could also,
That's 80 hits compared to Corbin Carroll's 77.
So I mean, it's like right there.
Ellie has 3 doubles compared to Corbin's 13. So that puts it at 15 to Corbin's 19. So 15 to 19. Triples, Ellie 1, Corbin has 3. So that puts it 5-3 in triples. Home runs, Ellie has 2. Corbin has 16. So that's 10 to 16 runs. RBIs, it would be 30 to 40. What's TB?
Total bases.
Oh, okay. Total bases 100 and It's like 135 to 150.
What's their WRC plus in WAR? Because that'll weight the games and stuff.
I don't see WRC plus here on my stats. WAR 3.7 to 0.4.
Who has 0.4? Ellie?
Ellie, yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna take Ellie's got a lot to prove, man. Ellie's a good player, man. Don't get me wrong, but Corbin is
Ellie's got a chance.
Corbin is very, very, very good. Very
and especially in the division that he's in, those numbers are gonna get inflated.
Sure, and my thinking too is that if the Diamondbacks win their division, Corbin Carroll's a big reason why.
Yeah.
And they play in a much tougher division.
Did we ever see Cincinnati even coming close to taking that division?
Nah, but did we think Arizona was going to win that division?
We had Arizona in our top 2 or 3
with Padres and Dodgers in there.
We had them at 3. We
didn't think they were going to win though.
No, we had them.
We didn't think they were going to win though.
2-3. Oh, absolutely. We thought the Dodgers did.
Jordan was the only one that actually gave the Diamondbacks a chance to win the division.
Yeah, I won't disagree with that at all. I had them, fighting second and third with San Diego.
But I mean, the big reason why the Diamondbacks are as good as they are is because Corbin Carroll is that good. And Merrill Kelly and Zach Gallen.
Yeah. And Marte's playing well, and Christian Walker's playing well. Yeah,
but I mean, Corbin Carroll, he's their leadoff hitter, dude. He's their table setter. And since Ketel Marte's come back, the Diamondbacks have only lost 2 games. And he didn't even start in those 2 games that they lost.
Well, I mean, Marte's played 68 games so far, so he's 68 out of the 70. He's played a good chunk.
No, but he got hurt for a minute. I'm sorry,
he's 2 games. He's played in
68
games. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, Ketel, I mean,
no. I'm sorry. Yeah, 68. Sorry, out of the 71.
Are you sure?
Yep. Games played 68.
He's special.
They have had. I mean, they're the fucking. It's Bruce Bochy, man. He finds a way to win with, as you would call it. I mean, these guys aren't just Jags, but a lot of them are just Jags.
Who?
A lot of these Arizona players.
That's what I'm saying. Corbin's nice.
Oh, absolutely.
He elevates that entire lineup. Oh my god, you got to remind me when we get off air. I got to tell you the funniest fucking story. I can't say it on there though.
Okay.
After we get off, remind me. Let's move over to these games we got to talk about. We spent way too much fucking time on this dog shit fucking Padres team, dude. But it was a good conversation. I like it. All right, so the first game we're going to talk about for tomorrow. People have been waiting 30 minutes. They've been listening to us fucking trash the Padres and fucking
it's worth it.
Talk about, well, I think
see Angels GM said it's unlikely that
unless this Trout decline is really real.
Yeah.
Then I might consider it because, I mean, Trout's been awful this year, dude. He has not been good.
Awful. Yeah.
But, I mean, the Angels are winning, dude. They got 7 nice innings from Reed Detmers today and couldn't put up any runs to help it. It's like, dude, whenever the Angels get good starting pitching, they can't hit. Whenever they get whenever they get good offense, they can't pitch. It's like up and down, man. But we'll figure it out. They'll figure it out, I guess. All right, let's talk about this game. Our first game tomorrow, Ben. We got the Orioles at the Tampa Bay Rays. We got one of my favorite pitchers going for the Orioles, Tyler Wells. 6-2 on the year, 3.2 ERA, 0.86 WHIP. He will be opposing Taj Bradley, 4-3 on the year, 4.19 ERA, 1.3 WHIP. Currently, the Tampa Bay Rays minus 150, $1.50 on the money line. Baltimore plus $1.25. The total's at 8. Juice to the over, minus 115. What do you think about this game here?
I love the over, to be honest. it is a little bit juiced here. But if you look at the way that Tyler Wells had pitched and look at the way that Taj Bradley, especially Taj Bradley, has pitched, I think it's something you can definitely look at. The last 3 starts against not, I mean, not so great offenses. Tyler Wells has been letting up some runs he has been winning, but he has been letting up some runs. 2 runs again in the 8-3 win against San Francisco, 2 runs in the 3-2 win against Kansas City, and 2 runs in the 4-2 win against Toronto. So, those are the only runs that they're allowing. But then when you got Taj Bradley on the hill, who does not go deep into games, furthest he's gone is 5 2/3. You look at 2 starts ago, he only went 3 2/3. He is allowing a lot of runs. With that 4.2 ERA, 4.19 ERA. He's just not getting deep into games, and I think that's where Baltimore can really put some runs up. Against the Rays, and the Rays are going to put up runs. So I think you can really. My best bet of this game, even just looking from the start of it, is the over 8, especially at 8.
I actually like the under.
Why?
First of all, Taj Bradley, his surface metrics are terrible, but when you look deeper into his starts, he has a high K rate, which is always good, 34% K rate. His biggest issue, 3 walks per 9, but his xFIP 2.19, his Sierra 3.08. So the numbers tell you
Ks come against shit teams, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
you look at
Ben, you look at the Orioles in the last month on the road against right-handed pitching, 71 WRC plus, 25% K rate, only slugging 371, ISO of 147. I mean, this team has not been hitting right-handed pitching on the road. I know they knocked around Glass now today, and it was kind of like, because on the season they have a 104 WRC plus. They've been 71 WRC plus the last month on the road. So obviously we're gonna find a median in there at some point, right? But dude, the Rays are also really fucking good at home. They're the best team at home. They only have 8 losses at home this year. Mm-hmm. It's hard to fade them.
Absolutely.
And also Tyler Wells, high K pitcher as well.
But again, you look at Taj Bradley when he got his high strikeout games. You're playing the Oakland A's, you're playing the Chicago Cubs, you're playing
the Boston
Cincinnati
Red Sox,
at the beginning of the year,
Toronto,
and you're playing Boston at the beginning of the year.
Toronto, he got 7 Ks in 4 innings.
Yeah, he allowed 9 hits against those 7 Ks, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a lot of bad luck, though. I mean, his batting average on balls in play is 363. The league average is like 280. I mean, so you're just seeing a lot of bad. There's positive regression coming for him, is what I'm saying. Will it come in this start? Maybe not, but I'm saying it's coming. Positive regression is coming, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of it. I don't necessarily love the over or the under. I think minus 150 is way too much to lay in this spot too against Tyler Wells and the Orioles. However, the Orioles did have to throw Yennier Cano and Jose Bautista today. Therefore, I don't know if both will be available tomorrow, but they may be, considering the fact that they are off on Thursday. They do have a day off, so maybe they throw both guys 2 days in a row. And those 2 guys are fucking nails, dude. So if the Orioles have a lead going into the 7th inning, it is over. 8th inning, I should say. 7 2/3. Yennier Cano can go more than the inning.
Not with his pitch count, though.
How many pitches did he throw today?
You were saying that they were high. Let me pull it up.
Well, my thing is they're off Thursday, so they don't have to use them on Thursday, so they might be willing to extend them.
No, pitch 19 pitches today.
Yeah, he's available tomorrow. Bautista,
19.
He's available tomorrow. So, both those guys can go multiple innings.
Oh, they used 6 pitchers today.
Yeah, that's the problem with the Orioles, Ben, is that their middle relief pitching, like they have the 2 best relievers in all of baseball.
Mhm.
But all their other relievers fucking suck, dude. Like,
Yep.
they are ass. And you just never... Like, Kyle Bradish went 5 innings, pitched a gem, and then Brian Baker couldn't get anybody out. He pitched a third of an inning.
Yep.
Fucking
3 earned.
Bauman came in. He pitched a third of an inning. Then they had to throw Kaluma. I mean, they couldn't even... They needed 3 pitchers to get through 1 inning.
Yep.
To not blow a 5-run lead. That's my issue with the Orioles, which is why, in my opinion, I am not betting this game. I think $1.50 is too much to lay against the Orioles in this spot, though. But if I were to play this game, because this is the thing, Ben, you have the best road team against the best home team in this game. And I love Tyler Wells. I will never, ever bet against Tyler Wells as long as I live. So if I'm going to bet this game, it's Orioles first 5 or it's nothing. That's it.
Yeah, I can see Orioles first 5.
But then if I bet Orioles first 5, I might as well take them full game because if they have a lead in the 7th inning, it's over. But then I have to make sure they get to that 7th inning with a lead because you don't know what's going to happen in that 6th inning.
Yeah, and I mean, Wells can get you that distance. 6 2/3 in his last.
And he's gone 6. He's averaging 6 innings pitched a game. So, I mean, it's a good chance, but again, like, it's hard to fade the Rays at home, is what I'm saying. Like, it's very difficult because they're a very good home team.
Yep.
Who pitched for the Rays today, Ben?
You had Glasnow with the start, 4 1/3. Armstrong went 1 2/3 with 24 pitches. Adam went an inning with 13 pitches.
So Adam's
Stevenson an inning with 13 pitches, and Diekman an inning with 21.
They threw Jason Adam today?
Yep.
Huh.
13 pitches for a full inning.
He didn't pitch for like a whole week, so did Fairbanks pitch?
Mm-mm.
Damn, they got all their high leverage relievers available tomorrow. Yeah, this is a tough handicap here. Like, I'm not playing this game. If I were to get to the window with a ticket, it's O's first 5 just because I don't fade Tyler Wells.
You think first 5 run line is going to be, over under 4, 4.5?
4 probably. Maybe 4.5. Yeah, it's because the spot just screams Tampa Bay. Like, you have to take Tampa in this spot. Like, it's a good Tampa spot. But again, dude, like,
How's Bradley?
Yeah, I mean, his underlying metrics are good. And on the flip side, Tyler Wells, like, the underlying metrics don't love him. But, it's like I've told you before, like, he's 6'7", dude. And, like, those guys are just different on the mound because the way the ball comes at you, like, you could throw 93 at 6'7", but you're throwing at, like, a foot less than normal people, you know what I mean? Or 2 feet. So it comes at you like 95, 97.
Yep.
And people talk about it all the time about Tyler Wells. Like, his length is just, it's weird. Same with Yuri Perez for the Marlins, 6'7".
Yeah, shit's crazy.
And it's like Tyler Wells, like, I don't know, he gets like better and better every start, I feel like, except against the Royals. The Royals like to hit him. But everyone else, like, he does a hell of a good job. Only a 191 BABIP too. So he's giving up a lot of soft contact, and obviously, like I said, the league average is like 280, so that's likely to go up. The Rays are good at home, man, but the Rays have been due for regression offensively, bro. They've been like on a historical pace.
We've been saying that forever, though.
But I mean, they have been in the last week, 2 weeks. Bro, they split the series against the A's.
Yeah.
And
well, there was an emotionally packed game there too, which I think had something to play with that second loss.
One of the games.
Yep. Yep. No, I agree.
So O's first 5 is my lean. I'm not gonna lie to you or the listeners. I'm probably not getting to the window at all with either of these. All right, let's move on to the next game. We got the Astros versus the Mets. We had to do an audible here because the Dodgers haven't named a starter yet. We wanted to talk Dodgers Angels, but the Dodgers haven't named a starter. Probably going to be a bullpen game. Probably lean the Angels, especially given the way they lost tonight.
Yeah, that's rough.
So the Mets are going to be throwing. Well, first of all, Mets lost tonight 4-2. Astros win. Astros snapped a what was it? 5-game losing skid. 5 in a row. Yeah, 5 in a row they lost.
Yeah.
Snapped the losing streak. Had their ace Framber Valdez on the mound. They're throwing Christian Javier, which might as well be an ace too. He's 7-1 on the year, 2.9 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, going against Tyler McGill, 6-4, 4.83 ERA, 1.61 WHIP. Currently, the Astros are laying $1.60. This line actually has moved 20 cents since it opened. It opened minus 140. The Mets plus 130. Totals at 8.5. Juice to the over, which is very strange to me. What do you think about this one, Ben?
Yeah, I'm gonna say juice to the over just because of McGill.
Yeah, but the Astros haven't been able to hit nobody lately.
Yeah, that's very, very true. I mean, McGill has struggled. My best bet of this game is going to be McGill under strikeouts. It's probably going to be at like 4.5, 5, and that's going to be rough for him to even come close to. I think you gotta back Christian Javier here for at least the first 5. He has been pitching lights out over these the last.
He's been good.
Wow, month and a half, 2 months. I mean, all through May. His last 2 games have been losses, but that's no contribution to him. Maybe the Cleveland game when Cleveland went just absolutely ate-shit and scored 10 runs there. But Christian Javier has been really good. And can Houston, big question, can they get him enough runs? They did a decent job tonight. But the Mets struggle. Mets majorly struggle. I don't know if we can ever back the Mets.
So Houston in the last month at home against right-handed pitching, 107 WRC plus, 211 ISO, which is really good considering how bad they've been. Against right-handed pitching in general the last month, 90 WRC plus, 182 ISO. Against right-handed pitching on the season, 95 WRC plus, 146 ISO. Keep in mind, we don't have Jordan in the lineup tomorrow. The Mets against right-handed pitching, 101 WRC plus on the year, 152 ISO, 20% K rate. And then
do go under here.
In the last month, the Mets 98 WRC plus against right-handed pitching, 163 ISO. On the road in the last month, New York Mets 116 WRC plus, 216 ISO against right-handed pitching, but a 25% K rate, which is high. And Christian Javier is a good strikeout pitcher. He's striking out 24% of batters this year. He has a 4.26 SIERA, 4.51 xFIP, 260 BABIP, so under league average. I don't understand why his xFIP is so high.
Yeah, the Mets can't hit a fucking beach ball in the month of June.
Yeah, they've been bad offensively, dude. I'm guessing because his Christian Javier is like a high fly ball rate. That might be why his xFIP is high, but I mean, dude, he only gave up 5 hits against the Nats, but only struck out 2. He's only struck out 4 batters in his last 2 starts, which may be concerning, to be honest.
Yeah, but he just only walked 3.
Yeah, but only striking out 4, Ben. That's in 11 innings. That's not good. Maybe he's getting tired. I don't know. But I mean, dude, he's only given up more than 1 run one time since May 16th.
Yeah. That was to Cleveland when they were on their hot streak.
I actually kind of like the under, dude. I know Tyler McGill is bad, but he was good in his last start. Only 1 earned in 6 innings, 7 Ks.
Yeah, but his previous start was atrocious.
It was, but that was a terrible spot for them too.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I just look at these 2 teams. Like, neither of them have been able to hit lately.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I think where I'm going for him on this one is I don't think you can back Tyler McGill.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I would honestly play if you can get Houston like
first 5 Houston.
Well, I think if you can get Houston under -160, like there's some books that have them -150, -154. I think that's a good play there. I also love backing teams that snap losing streaks because then they're like, oh, we figured out how to win, you know. I don't know, dude. Houston's bullpen too has also been a kind of concerning because they're usually nails, but they haven't been nails this year as much.
Yeah.
Ryan Presley hasn't been as good as he normally has been. Their bullpen this year, I mean, they're the 4th best bullpen for ERA, 3.46, 3.97 xFIP. Kind of like the under, man. I mean, the Astros I like the Astros too. I kind of like the Astros and the under because I could see the Astros winning this game like 4-0 or 3-2.
Yeah, but I can also see it being a 11-13. Maybe not 11-13, but maybe like a 8-4, 8-3.
But the Astros haven't scored 8 runs in fucking.
Yeah, but Tyler McGill has allowed 15 runs. No, 10 runs against Chicago. Oh, sorry, 6 runs against Colorado, 6 runs against Chicago, 9 runs against Pittsburgh.
So maybe we just take Astros.
Yeah. I mean, he does have his games where he only allows 1 against St. Louis, 1 against Toronto.
Laying $1.50 on a team that can't hit though is fucking. That's tough, dude.
Yeah. I think that's why you just do first 5. So it's going to be a 1-2-0 game.
Yeah. You might be right there. Shohei on the mound.
And that's it.
Ben, I think we got starting pitcher for the Dodgers tomorrow.
Okay.
Michael,
now that I closed all my stuff out.
Hold on. Let me just verify real quick. I'm seeing reports. I just want to verify with the Dodgers official website first before I say this. Oh, no, Dodgers still saying TBD. People are reporting Michael Grove, though, is going to start tomorrow. Against Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Shohei hasn't been that good, though, starting lately. But that's a good spot. Yeah, as far as Houston's concerned, I think you're right, Ben. First 5, -150-ish.
Yep.
But I mean, like, the Astros have the better bullpen than the Mets too, though. So like, if you like Astros first 5, you might as well take them full game.
What the bullpen look like today?
Well, they threw Presley, but Presley hasn't even been that good.
Let's see. I'm pulling that up right now. Okay. Oh wow. Valdez went 8, and then Presley went an inning, and then Verlander went 7, and Brigham went 1.
That's for the Mets.
Oh, yeah, for the Astros. Valdez went.
He went 8 innings, right?
Went 8. Yeah,
Yeah,
Presley
so
went 1.
Their whole bullpen's fucking good to
Both
go.
of these teams' bullpens are good. Yeah.
Their bullpen was taxed too. They needed that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I kind of like the Astros, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mets stink. Team sucks. You know who also sucks? The Padres.
Yep. 100%.
All right, let's move on to
deny that.
Let's move on to our last game. We got the Diamondbacks versus the Brewers. Talking about Corbin Carroll and his
Zach Gallen versus Tehran.
Tehran. Julio Tehran. Where is it? I gotta pull it up right here. All right. So we currently have Diamondbacks minus $1.40, Milwaukee plus $1.15. The total's at 8. Gallen on the mound, 8-2 on the year, 2.96 ERA, 1.13 WHIP. Going against Julio Tehran, 2-2 on the year, 1.78 ERA, 0.82 WHIP. What do you think about this one?
I mean, fucking battle of the pitchers. Definitely going to be a huge pitching duel here. I think that really does show that you can push the under here. I think you also have to look at the way both Arizona and Milwaukee.
Who ended up winning tonight? Was it Milwaukee ended up winning?
Hold on. It still says live on my page because I opened these up early. Diamondbacks won game 1, 9-1. Game 2 went. Oh, come on, you.
Because I know the Brewers took a lead at one point.
Brewers 7-5.
Yeah, the Brewers did win.
Yep. Brewers have been not swinging the bats well in the month of June. Batting .216, OBP of 300. Look at Arizona and what they've been doing in June, and the trends are going up for them, back to where they started in April, batting .271 with a 350 OBP, slugging percentage of .463. So I think you can push the Diamondbacks in this, at least in the first 5 here, probably full game. No, you're not getting great odds there, but things have definitely changed now that Milwaukee won tonight's game. The casual Brewers are going to say, oh, Milwaukee can win this one and win the series, but it's likely not going to happen. You got into some trouble in the 7th inning, and if it wasn't for that, Arizona would have taken this game.
Yeah. My only issue with the Diamondbacks, dude, is their bullpen sucks.
It's true.
Gallen 100% can go out there. He's gonna shut this sorry ass fucking Brewers team down, dude. Brewers suck.
Yep.
They're not good offensively.
Arizona pitched Adams for an inning tonight for 32 pitches. Wow. Nelson, 2/3 of an inning, 7 pitches, 7 strikes. And then Ruiz, 16 pitches. So
who pitched for the Diamondbacks?
Nelson started, went 5 innings, and then Adams, another Nelson, and then Ruiz.
Who pitched for the Brewers?
Ray did 5 1/3, 74 pitches. Then Milner came in for 1 1/3, 17. Wilson 3. Payamps 16, and then Williams 14.
So Williams probably going to be available again.
Yeah.
That's really all that matters for them.
They have to have a lead going in.
Yeah, that's the problem, dude. They got to have a lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really see them like against right-handed pitching at home in the last month. The Milwaukee Brewers 75 WRC plus, only a 123 ISO. I mean, they just have not been good.
They haven't been good offensively this whole year.
Julio Teheran 4.39 Sierra, 4.44 xFIP. So like, there's definitely some negative regression coming for him.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, and let's see who's he pitched against.
He's
Pittsburgh,
pitching
Oakland, Cincinnati, Toronto, and San Francisco.
He's pitching against some good teams.
He's pitched against some bad teams.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah, I mean, Zach Gallen, the crazy thing too, Ben, Zach Gallen has a great ERA and a great xFIP, and guess what? His batted average and balls in plays at 3.22. He's still that good.
Yep. He does have his days though.
Yeah, he definitely does. I mean, every pitcher does. It's hard to be perfect all the time.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, like
5 earned against Detroit, 5 earned against Pittsburgh, 8 runs allowed.
Yeah, he
4
definitely
earned
hasn't
against
been good
San Diego,
on the
5
road.
against Dodgers.
He has a 5.79 ERA compared to on the road compared to one ERA at home.
Yeah.
So take that for what it's worth. I think that's gonna regret. I think it's coming back to earth though.
Yeah, that's got to balance itself out. But man, he does not like to pitch on the road. Jesus.
Nah, he has been good on the road.
Versus Milwaukee at home, he went 7 innings, 3 hits, no earned, a walk, and 11 strikeouts.
Yeah. I like the Diamondbacks, man.
Yeah, and at
There's
minus 130, 135.
Yeah.
That's not bad value there.
They're too good.
I'd probably go under 8.
I might take the over because Julio Teheran is definitely bound to get fucking knocked up here soon.
I think he's only pitched 5 games.
And
all of those games have been low scoring except for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but this could be the game where he finally comes back down to earth, Ben.
Yeah, especially against a team like Arizona.
And, Arizona puts up 6, and then Milwaukee puts up 3. They get 1 or 2 off Gallen in the bullpen. You know what I mean? Like, I could see it happening. But I like the Diamondbacks minus 140.
Yeah, I think that big you can take it.
Yeah, I think they got the much better offense, the much better starter on the mound. I like them at minus 140 there.
Do you take him run line?
I might look at it. I just
plus 120.
Yeah, I mean minus 1.5 at plus 120. That's not terrible value. I actually might play that as well.
Yeah.
I just think that
wow, run line open minus 1.5 for Arizona at minus 120. Now it's sitting at minus 1.5 plus 120.
So people are taking that.
Yeah, today's game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. I might honestly get to the window with that minus 1.5 plus 120. I'm definitely getting to the window with that money line.
Yep.
I like it. Like it. All right. Let's get some best bets here.
Let's go, y'all.
What do you like, Ben?
All right, we're going to start it off with the I'm going to give one from each game here. We're going to go with the O's versus the Rays.
Damn, don't
we're
force
gonna go
it.
First, what's that?
Don't force it.
No, we're going to go first 5 over
Okay.
4, especially because of Taj Bradley there. And then Tyler Wells allowing some runs in each of his games. I think you can really push that over 4 for the first 5. For Mets versus Houston, I'm going to go Houston first 5 minus half a run. And I am banking on Javier there. With him on the hill, I think you can definitely look at Houston. The Mets offense sucks. And then we're going to go, because I'm going 3, we'll go D-Bags minus 135 on the money line. I do like that run line. I wrote down the run line at plus 120, but since I'm not going to force it, we'll go money line there.
I feel it. All right. I got 2 best bets. I'm going Houston money line minus 154, which you can find at Circa. I just think it's a good spot for Houston with Christian Javier on the mound and coming off a big losing streak. Mets haven't really been able to hit. I also kind of lean that under 8, though. I'm not going to lie. I like that one, too. And I'm also going to get to the window with Arizona minus 140. I also, like you, I will probably lay the run and a half, too, with a half a unit. But I'll lay Arizona money line full unit, 1.4 units to make a unit. I like Arizona here. Gallen on the mound. I don't like this Brewers team, Ben. Like, I don't think they're very good, and I think Arizona is a very good team.
Oh, we know.
So, I think it's a good spot, especially since they lost. If the Diamondbacks won today, I'd probably feel a little bit different about this game and probably wouldn't even play it. The fact that they lost today, I think this is a perfect bounce back spot. This is why you have your out ace on the mound, so you could win series like this, dude. You know what I mean?
Yep. There we go.
Like it. All right, Ben. How was your beer?
It was good. I was drinking the same one that I did on Sunday, the Claritas from Mike Hess Brewing. They've got a what is that, tap room up in Walnut Creek. So
Love it.
Yep. Went with their Kolsch 5.8, a little high again for the Kolsch, but it's drinkable, nice and crisp, nice malty taste to it, not so hoppy, and yeah, good Pilsner.
Hell yeah.
Non-fruity Pilsner. What'd you drink?
I was sipping on another Odell. I bought like a pack of them, so I got
a 6-pack of the Claritas. That was good.
I had to finish them, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, they're good. They're tasty. They're easy to drink. Yeah, man, it's good beer. Sorry, I'm trying to find this trying to put my bets in for this right now. I definitely think I'm gonna take that minus half a run or minus 1.5 for the Diamondbacks, so Ben.
Yeah, minus 120. I think that's very doable.
I might get there with it. Yes, let's go. Let's get this money. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Make sure to go to Tavour.com or download the Tavour app straight to your mobile device and use promo code TAPROOM for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at taproom_sports. You can follow myself at Jordan Rules TSP. I will be back Thursday this week with Swerve and Irvin, and AK will be breaking down Conference USA. We are getting ready for our college football preview. And then I'll be back Friday night with AK doing baseball. We have another special guest on this week as well. So we'll be talking more baseball, trying to get to a window with some more winners. Our Friday shows have been doing pretty good, so regardless of where AK or I are at, we're both on a little cold streak here, but that's okay.
Yep.
And then we'll be back Sunday with Big Ball and Ben Larson, and Swerve and Irvin will be We'll be talking
Talk
more
about the week.
more baseball, but we're gonna be getting ready for our NFL, right, Ben?
Yeah, we definitely got to be starting that. I think we're 7 weeks away now, right?
Are we really?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn, we're almost in June, dog.
I know it's coming up quick. It's definitely coming up quick. We got to start previewing these divisions. We might have to do 2 a week.
No, there's only 3 in each conference.
Yeah, so
We got 6 weeks.
yeah, we got to start this week. Yeah, we got to start this week. We got to do our pre
Well, we got
preseason awards.
because NFL doesn't start till what, like September 10th.
Oh, okay, so maybe
After
7
Labor
weeks to
Day.
preseason.
Yeah. Well,
that's
preseason starts August, like the first week of August.
Yeah, and that's 6 weeks away because I'm moving first week of August. So yeah, that's what it is. It's preseason starts in 7 weeks.
We'll be putting our NFL schedule together. We'll be getting ready for it. Yours truly had a great NFL season last year, over 20 units up. Hoping to continue that this year. It's funny, Ben. A lot of people will say like, "Oh, NFL is the hardest sport to bet." Nah, dude. NFL, in my opinion, is the easiest sport to bet. And since I'm saying that now, I'll probably have my worst year ever. But really, all you have to do is just be contrarian, dude. Just bet against the public, and you basically win majority of the time. It's insane. With that being said, don't take my advice on that because I want to keep that a secret.
We got to get our super. What's it? Our super. The
Circuit challenge.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to get AK in it too. So if you, me, and AK do it, then it's $250 a piece, and we can win up to $6 million.
Let's do it. I like it.
Thank you everybody for joining us. For Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson, I'm Jordan Stacks on Stacks on Stacks, lads. Have a beautiful Wednesday. Happy birthday, Paisley. I love you, girl.
Oh, hell yeah. Happy birthday, Paige.
We're gonna go see some movie tomorrow that she wants. Elemental. Never heard of it.
Yeah. That's supposed to be good.
I'm gonna go see that tomorrow, and have a good day, everybody. Let's get this money. Let's get to the window. Let's get these tickets cashed. Let's go. We'll see y'all on Thursday for the Conference USA preview. We love y'all.